Donald Trump is panicking that his grandiose ballroom construction visions are about to be halted by a federal judge and perhaps blocked indefinitely. And Donald Trump has rushed to court to tell the federal judge, if you block my ballroom, you will be imperiling my life. You will also be imperiling the national security of the United States of America. I can't tell you why in public, but I'll submit a classified declaration that there are things happening underneath the ballroom area that we need to continue to build. And that's why you will be harming my life. You will be harming the Secret Service, and Judge, you will be harming the national security if you don't let me build my gigantic 100,000 square foot ballroom after demolishing the East Wing. I kid you not, folks. This is what Donald Trump is now telling a federal judge. Just a reminder, the National Trust for Historic Preservation in the United States filed a lawsuit against the Trump regime to block the construction of the ballroom. Unfortunately, the lawsuit was not filed before the East Wing of the White House was demolished, but it was filed in time to block the construction of the ballroom, and it was assigned to a federal judge in Washington, D.C. The lawsuit was. The judge is Judge Leon, and during the hearings that we've been following, Judge Leon has seemed to indicate that he's getting ready to issue a preliminary injunction to block further construction of the ballroom, which is making Donald Trump cry and get very upset and get very panicked. So Trump did something I've never seen in my entire career as a lawyer. Trump requested that the federal judge stay the order blocking the construction of the East Wing ballroom before the judge even ruled. So federal Judge Leon in Washington, D.C. has not even ruled yet that Trump loses and that the ballroom gets blocked. But before the federal judge even made the ruling, this is how Donald Trump thinks he's going to lose. Donald Trump said, please, judge, in the event you make the bad ruling against Trump, which I think is a great ruling, blocking the construction of the ballroom, judge, you need to immediately stay your ruling, pause it, because you may kill the president. You may imperil the president's life and harm the Secret Service, and you may destroy national security if you don't stay your order after you rule against Donald Trump. So what happened thereafter is the National Trust for Historic Preservation in the United States, the group that's suing Donald Trump and suing the National Park Service, they then file what's called a motion to strike and say, you can't request relief when the judge hasn't even made the order yet.